Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Jack Lich here, coming to you from the Indie Gaming Lair. I've got a impressions and a review for Dustland Delivery. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to start playing the game and just give you the first impressions that I have for it. I've gone through the introduction for Dustland Delivery. Dustland Delivery is a game on Steam, and through its own publisher and developer's words, I'm going to tell you what the description is. It's a Dustland Delivery is a post-apocalyptic survival business simulator. Scour the waste for profit, complete missions to grow your trading empire, and assemble a ragtag band of adventurers to turn your city into the capital of the Dustlands. Now, the post-apocalyptic portion of it is basically zombies. There's been zombies, and it almost seems like there could be radiation and everything like that to it, but that's further into the actual gaming story. It's your main enemy though is zombies, and of course the secondary other humans being raiders. Right now the game is very positive with an 89% on Steam, and the price right now is $10.49 Canadian. That's an exceptional price actually for this game and the amount of content that it actually gives you. What I could see. So yeah, for the price of a kind of a cheap lunch, I guess, nowadays, you can get a game that could give you hours and hours of playtime. The developer is Neutron Star Studio, and the publisher is Lilith Games. I would say that this game would be kind of akin to an advanced version of the Oregon Trail or Death Road to Canada. Now, I played both those games. I love them, so of course, I like this game as well, as you can tell. I mean, hey, you have trading and you got zombies. What else do you really want, right? So, no further ado, let's just start the game and I'll show you a little bit about it. I'll try to get into some combat and show you some trading and show you some of the game loop mechanics. We're going to go for the Haggard Plains, the normal. Loading map. Do not move a muscle. Okay, this is your character creation screen, and also you can pick your truck. You can pick different kinds of trucks, which give you different load, different power, fuel usage, crew, and help, hit points. I'm just going to go with the standard usual truck. I actually like the standard usual truck. I usually use it, have used it in the tutorial, and also in one really quick playthrough I did just to get, you know, more familiar with the game mechanics. This is the character creation screen, and as you can see, there's the runner, merchant, merc, bard, adventurer, sharpshooter, android, and mutant. You can do some pretty interesting role playing in this. I mean, being the robot, you don't have to really do too much for sleeping and everything, but you have to actually drink alcohol in order for that to be your fuel. The infected, you're actually basically part of the undead there. You're violent and you're infected, and you have, no one really wants you around, so that makes it a big challenge actually into the game. I'm going to go for Merchant just for this run, because Merchant's pretty well the standard. It's kind of like the easiest, I think, because everyone kind of is okay with you to actually likes you, and then you're able to go into any of the towns to actually trade itself. So I'm just going to confirm on that. And so it begins. Until today, you were just another ordinary Dustlander, a small-time merchant in Valleyville. It was a simple life, but a comfortable one, and you never saw the Dustlands with the cynicism that others seem to have. Looking out into the vast world you had hardly set foot in, you saw opportunity and adventure, an unknown waiting to be known. One day, you decided that you weren't going to waste any more time and sold all your worldly possessions to buy a truck. Yay! You've just picked up your truck from the dealership outside the city. Now it's time to return to Valleyville to get the rest of your belongings, okay? Funny enough that the truck dealership is so far away from town, but let's get going. Let's hit the road. Okay, visit Valleyville. Confirm. So here's the truck itself. You have everything that you can actually do with it or around it at this time. You can even honk the horn, which actually causes zombies to, or their risk to come up. You have guns in your inventory, but you haven't equipped them. Don't bring a knife to gunfight. Head to the character screen and equip them now. Okay. Let's go that. I'm gonna click on my character screen, and I'm gonna pretty much just put on all the equipment I have for the character. My baseball cap gives me +5 to speech and +1 to charm. That's good for trading and dealing with other characters. Dress gives you +2 to charm, again, dealing with other characters. Baseball bat, excellent to have to bash zombie heads in. And I think that one, that's the attachment to the melee or gun. And that's the musket, and you want to equip that. So now that we're ready to go, exit out of that, go into the map. We're going to move to Valleyville. We're going to depart. Not long after setting out, you remember a story an old timer once told you about some hapless trucker who got so tired while driving through the Dustlands that he fell asleep in the middle of the plague zone. The infected didn't let him sleep for very long. You think it might be wise to hire some help once you get into the city. You can hire new crew members at the bar. Makes sense. Okay. Helping hand. Got it. I'm going to keep on going. You've arrived at Valleyville, a large city in the central Dustlands, a lawful place with abundant resources and well-built amenities. Okay, well-built amenities. Got it. I've got some experience for it. Okay, arriving in Valleyville, you withdraw the remaining of your scrap. It should be enough to get you started. You also discover that you've inherited 2 land deeds, one in Tyrannus and one in Starlight City. They've been gathering dust for so long that you're not even sure which ancestor left them to you. You figure that these deeds are your birthright, so you might as well try to claim them. So now you find out that you want to start out, but you can actually have bases of operations or pre-owned bases of operations in 2 different kinds of cities. So let's see about going to, I guess, to Tyrannus first. Let's go. Okay, Starlight Deed and Tyrannus Deed confirmed. Ooh, got 1 core. I believe that's for their crafting. High-end stuff. And acquired scrap. 3,000. Confirm. Okay, now we're in Valleyville, and we actually have things that we can go to. We can go to inn to rest. We can go to the bar to pick up new people or get missions. We can go to the store for trading and the library for buying books. And also, we actually can craft in the library as well. I'm not going to go into too much details, everything. If you guys want me to do a playthrough, an in-depth playthrough, I can actually do that as well. Let's go into the bar first and see if we can find anyone to join us. Ooh, here's an unemployed person. Let's interact. Merchant's on the Adventurer for the first time. Merchant gain 54. Okay. Let's buy him a drink. Oh, 300 scrap. That's a lot. We're going to forget it, but we know that it's an adventurer. Let's try to talk to her. Okay, a mason. Okay, mason's probably not going to be as helpful. Might be helpful later on when we have a base, and we can use that mason for her skills to run the base for us or run aspects of the base. You can actually flirt with them, shake them down, argue with them. You can just chat with them, and then that's fine. Another unemployed person, fortune teller. Probably the best person so far that we're gonna be getting. Ooh, someone has a little dog. Let's interact with them. A rancher. Rancher would be good for also a person within the base, but right off the bat, not so much, not yet. Okay, the rest of them are brokers and scavengers. Scavengers you can buy junk off of, and brokers are for basically for missions. They give you missions. So let's try to hire the adventurer. We have good attack. Fitness is not too well. You got good virtue. So the merchant actually has high virtue too, so we'll get along very well. Very good fishing and very good foraging, so we are going to hire this person. Helping hand, collect everything. We got the strength in numbers. If you have 2 people taking turns driving, yep. Okay, now that we got another person taking us, or driving with us, let's go into the map. We are going to... we have to go to Tyrannus, which is right over here. Reset that. So, probably the best thing to do is to make our way over there. As you can see here, we have a supply cache. That's old route maps say that this was a syndicate supply station some years back. There ought to be good stuff stashed around here. We'll probably end up stopping off at Reedville. So, let's see what they're going to need. They're going to need flour, cloth, tea, and a bunch of mushrooms. Let's see if Valleyville has that in its stores. Looks like they got the flour, so we're going to buy some flour up to a certain price point and how much that we actually have in scrap. So let's buy as much as we can. We're going to bargain since we're merchants. There we go. Bargaining failed. Damn! Well, we have to pay a little bit more for it, but that's fine. So we're going to then go to the map. Go to here first to get the supplies, and then we're going to drop off at Reedville and depart. So here's it's snowing, and it slows the trek down, but I love the weather effects in this game, actually. They're really using their, you know, the low-end graphics themselves. I really love their use of it. I really like the art style. I really like the weather effects. Oh, we got to the supply cache, and it's good as new after all. What kind of maniac would go digging in the dirt out in the Dustlands? Confirm. We acquired 500 bucks basically, or 500 scrap. Confirm, and we're gonna set out again. Now you can actually view your journey also on the main map itself by looking at the map. So. You're right at Reedville. In the middle of the town lies a small pond seemingly connected to an aquifer. The pond, lush with reeds, is probably the most interesting thing about the place. Understood. Well, good first impression on a merchant like Reedville. An adventurer likes Reedville. Okay, notification. First visit to Reedville. Merchant gained 275 experience, so gain experience for both of us. Okay. Oh, and then some weird guy just came up to us. When you roll into town, the older gentleman waves down. Are you folks also couriers? He jogs up to the window of the cab. I've got a shipment here in the next town over, but my trailer's full up. Could you do me a huge favor and deliver it for me? You trust a total stranger? Hey, we're all peers. I guess you would trust a total stranger. Okay, well, yeah, we'll do it for you. Okay, we're going to deliver some fuel. Nothing too complicated, just to deliver the fuel. Okay, thanks again. Well, that guy's really trusting. Okay, we're in Reedville. There's a bar, a store, there's an inn. We can sleep in here if we wanted to. This is flashing because the tasks basically want to tell you that there's new tasks. We're just basically doing the main story of Tyrannus, basically. Starlight Deed, there's another one in there. It's all up on your map, so you can actually see it where on the map. The side one that we did right now is right here, and just basically go to Crude Town. You can actually click on Locate, get it right away on the map so you know where you're going when you actually accept. And there's a red button flashing on my character here, which means I've gained a level actually. So I'm going to go in here, click on attributes. I'm going to want to increase my attack just in case we get attacked. And that's about it. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the musket to my Yargo adventurer here because, yeah, he has better attack and we need someone with good attack on the musket there, so if we get into any trouble. Okay, let's go to the map, and we are coming from Reedville, and we'll probably stop off at Crude Town. First, we're gonna hit the El Tufo landfill. Basically, this is a point of interest on the map, and you can get a lot of scrap and a lot of different kind of materials that you can craft in these locations. You want to stop off at as many of these locations as you can just to progress in the game. But of course, there are zombies around, or bandits, but usually it's zombies at these kind of places. Okay, let us go over here and down here. We know that this produces water purifier, energy bar, and fruit medicinal herbs, and this place needs tires, fruit, and rubber. So we know that we can go to the store. We can can sell our fruit, which this place. See, this is scarce items. Sell the flour that we have, I should say. Okay, and we made a little bit of profit there. Try to upsell it. It was successful. Got way more scrap. Good. It's really good to have the merchant, actually. Just so that you can get that extra amount of cash. And the fruit, we will definitely want to buy to sell in Crude Town. As you can see, the profit here, the more you buy, the more it costs, and then you lose the profit. So I'm going to stick it to around 75 here. We're going to bargain. Fail. Damn. Again. Confirm. Okay. There we go. We are going to now go to Crude Town. Depart. The sleeping, eating, and drinking are all done automatically, especially if you have another person. If you're too tired, they'll take over in the driving, and they'll eat and drink when they need to, which is great. You can turn that off, but I don't recommend it. More experience. Okay. Throughout the game, you'll get random encounters like this, which is pretty cool. A gas station appears on the horizon. It looks like it's been abandoned for a long time, but it might still have some useful supplies. Time passed. 3 hours for searching it thoroughly. Well, there's not really that much not much going on. I'm not in a rush, and there's no risk, so I'm going to go for 3 hours. Okay, you managed to find a few supplies scattered at the gas station. Awesome. 300 fuel. Okay, well, we don't really have to spend too much money on fuel then. Oh yes, this guy who asked you to deliver his fuel didn't even leave his contact information. A sinister thought crosses your mind. We should keep our word, or the fuel is better off in our hands. Usually I go evil when I play video games. I don't know why. I just like to be a little bit on the evil side. But right now I think I'm going to keep my word. Yeah, how could you even think of doing something like that? Tisk. Confirm. Virtue 1 plus 1. Okay, that's good. Virtue's always good. People trust you more, and you'll get into towns better. Let's set out. It's a day and night cycle, of course, which is really cool. You can actually get the forecast out. Drank water. Right here, water is 49 pure, and then 50, I think it's 49 pure and 50 dirty water. You can actually get dirty water and then use fuel to boil it. Now we reached into the landfill. Let's see if we can get into some trouble here, so I can actually showcase a little bit of the combat for you. You've arrived in El Turfo landfill. This place is filled with unwanted detritus. Understood. Notification. First visit El Turfo landfill. Merchant gained. Okay, experiences. You always gain experiences. Okay, well here you go. Landfill. We're at 0 risk right now, but the infection is at 29. Let's do a search, and we're gonna go for a carefully done. Okay, scrap went. That's 275 bucks, or 270 bucks, and we got some items from the actual landfill. This is good for crafting. We're at the 13% risk. Confirm. Let's search again. Let's see if we can do a 45-minute search. We got 24 scrap and a bunch of other. Crafting items. Confirm. It's at 13%. I'm going to go for a careful search again. 82 scrap and a bunch of other crafting. That's at 28% now. Actually, funny enough, I haven't got to this level before without getting attacked. So let's see if we can do it again just for fun. Let's see here. I'm going to do 45 minutes. Oh my god. Come on, get another one. There we go. We are attacked due to our high risk. Attacked every hour for 38%. Understood. Ooh, that's kind of bad, but let's see if we can fight it. That's not good at all. We might need to run, because that's a lot of... our attack is only 18. The maximum that we can actually get. We have ammo cost 3. That's a lot of zombies. Let's see if I can run. Let's burn the... do a decoy. Infected meat 1. Oh, we actually have one. A burn fuel. Let's burn 100 fuel. Bravely ran away. Okay. I'm going to... Yeah, I want to showcase at least some fighting. I think down here I can actually trigger it, so I'm going to do that. Let's go for depart. Somewhere that's not too infected, but so I can just showcase the combat pretty quickly. Oh, you know what? I'm going to stop and admire the moon. Oh, we were attacked. The moon's lovely tonight, and we reduce stress, but then we got attacked. This one's a little bit more... oh, and then we got enemy 17. So, basically, that was the... the risk, or how many zombies could attack, and it actually turned down to be like 17, which is funny enough that it went down to that much. But 17 is very doable, because really we can wait until they come up to our melee and then attack, and then that's just it. They're going to be dead in one hit, so we don't really have any kind of risk in this case. So, but I'm going to show you. We're going to end turn. Every time he gets closer, the zombies get closer, the accuracy goes up for our musket, and once he gets to 20-25%, I like to shoot. Oh, he missed, and then third volley. Oh, there goes one. Now I'm gonna oh, see, I'm missing all the time now. The penalty is halved because of the night encounter. We're gonna wait until the melee happens, and then we're gonna melee and victory. So there's not really any kind of risk there, but it kind of shows you what we go through for combat. Now, if it was raiders, then they actually shoot back, so it gets a little bit tougher there, and you better have at least both with guns and with better equipment. You can also upgrade your truck with crafting and with research, which is in the library. It's really quite cool, actually. I really like that kind of part. Once again, I can actually do a full playthrough if anyone would like to see that. Just mention that in the comments. Okay. You come across a small pool of water. You think you see fish in there, but you aren't sure. You want to try catching it? Okay. Crew fishing is pretty much 8. Try my luck. We caught 4 crabs. That's always good. Goes to the food. And we can actually do cooking in this game. So not only that you can do fishing, and there is a mini fishing game, so I thought I would go into that, but it didn't. You can actually cook as well. And cooking actually gives you bonuses to your health, to your basically your stress. So there's another aspect to the game that's pretty fun. Confirm and then set out. Oh, let's stop and just do a level up for Yargo, the adventurer. He's pretty good with the attack. Let's get him to go up with focus. Okay. Okay. So this won't come into play until a little bit later in the game, but just to show you the character screens, the different kind of skills and everything like that. I can go into in depth a little later if you guys wanted me to. In another video. I'm gonna set out. Okay, you're right in Crude Town. This town takes its name from the pre-fall oil well, which continues to produce small amounts of crude oil to this day. Understood. Okay, we completed the deliver fuel. I guess the guy was sitting right there. When you arrive at Crude Town to deliver the fuel, the man from earlier is already waiting for you at the gate. See, I knew you could be trusted. Well, of course I am very trustworthy. Like I said, we're all peers. He chuckles heartily. I actually only need half of the fuel. The rest of it is your reward. Before you can ask his name or how he got here before you, he's gone. Weird, but okay. Confirm. Acquired fuel to 600. Yay. Okay, of course, more experience, so that's good. Also in the town you can actually work odd jobs and set up a stall and actually sell wares and stuff like that. So that's kind of interesting that you can actually do that. I mean, never had to actually do that. Maybe if the game was harder, in the harder levels, it might you might need to do that. But okay, for Crew Town, there's the store. There's the Talent Scout. The Talent Scout's basically like the slave trader. It's just slave trading. Interesting aspect of the game. I'm not going into it now, so I won't bore you with it. And then the repair shop. You can go to the repair shop, repair a truck or upgrade your truck. Here, you can upgrade it with the ones that you've actually researched. You can upgrade, comfort, better stress, hull, fuel use, storage. It's quite in depth actually, this game. There's a lot of aspects to it. A lot of fun aspects to it, and once again, $10.49. I mean, Canadian too. That is. So, yeah, you can't go wrong with this game. I don't think. As you can already tell, I do enjoy this game a lot. Let's see here. Let's go to the map. I'm going to show you a little bit of the hunting, and then I'm just going to hit the main town here. It will start the main adventure, but I'm not going to go past that because it's going to make the video a little bit long for you, and this is just impressions about the game itself. So if you want me to continue on, let me know in the comments and I will. So let's depart. So we're going through, sometimes you might want to just rest at the town, going to the inn. You can lose a lot of stress by sleeping in a bed. Crew is exhausted, understood, and a dust storm, so it's good to actually put a camp out and get some sleep. So both of them were exhausted. I'm going to do that again. And as you know, as you keep on doing action items over here, you will increase the risk, and based on the infection it could be deadly, but I mean 9 infection I believe is very, very small, so even if we were attacked we probably wouldn't it wouldn't really be that bad. Tires are important. It's good to have some tires in your inventory because your tires will run down and then you'll have to actually replace them. Okay, anyways, we're gonna set out. Now we're in a completely different biome, and as you can see in the map, we are in the tree biome. There's also the mountain biome, there's a swamp biome, and I believe there's a hills biome. Yeah, so different biomes, you can actually get upgrades to travel through them better. Another aspect of the game, which is really cool. In this biome, though, you can also, let's just close this, the different biomes can have special actions that you can do. This has hunting and foraging. Since my really great guy here, the adventurer, knows how to do both, I'm going to see what he's going to do with foraging. Let's do a forage for food. Got oyster mushroom and a button mushroom, 14 of them. Wow. We're eating mushrooms. And then hunting. Hunting is very interesting. So the force is teeming with game. Finally, a chance to shoot something that won't shoot back. We're going to go hunting. We're going to go search for a trail. The forest seems teeming with wonderful creatures. Let's see if we can get a trail. You wander around for a while but fail to pick up any signs of animal activity. Damn. Usually they do find it. We'll try this one more time and then we'll move on. Hunt. Hunt again. Time passed. Oh. But failed to pick up any signs of animal activity. Well, try one more time. Just for fun. Nope, it's not going to do it here. We could move on. You can honk your horn. Okay. And in the map, it shows that we're passing through the navigation points we set. We're going through the forest. We soon should be on the clear path. There we go. And we're going to end up in Tyrannus. You have arrived in Tyrannus, a large city located in the middle of the Dustlands. Some say it stood here long before society fell to pieces. After the fall, military peacekeeping forces garrisoned in the city built defenses here, preparing for an onslaught by infected hordes. Now the city is run by democratically elected government. Well, that's that's good luck, good news and good luck on their side. It could have been warlords, eh? Let's see here. Understood. Notification. Task completed. Got it. And got experiences for it. Let's go see the mayor. Okay, I've read this before. Basically, he's saying, you know, we don't have any money for you, and we can't really honor your deed. So you might gonna have to do something, basically, for us to actually honor the deed again. So basically, you go into like an adventure or a quest for him. So you're cheating us out of the land. Come on, kid. That's not what it is. Adventure again, task, and then birthright. And then here, basically, you have to go back to the mayor. He basically says, you know, there's a mole here from this, you know, warlord-driven city, and if you help us with that, to weed out the mole, and find out any details about the other, you know, warlords and stop them from raiding us and stuff like that, then we'll give you your deed. It's a pretty long quest. I understand that it's a pretty long quest, and it's really fun. It really gets really in depth. It's good for a playthrough. But I'm gonna to get this video down to probably around, I think it's around 30 minutes or so. So I don't want it to make it too long, since this is just an impressions and a review. I have high regard for everything in this game. The sound, the music, the graphics. The graphics, I mean, they could be a little bit better. The art style is really good. They don't really use too much animation in it. It's very, very, very basic. But this is an indie game, and this is why I love indie games. Their use of the art and the use of the graphics is what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at anything too fancy like in AAA games or anything like that. So the overall ranking I'm putting into this, you know, putting into regards the graphics, music, gameplay loop, etc., I would say it's really close. It's going to be like 8 out of 10, and I think it's a definite keeper for the Horde, for the Lair itself. So if you guys are interested, I definitely would I would suggest you go to Steam and to get Dustland Delivery. I did a little research on this game, and the lowest price was in April of 2025, and it went down 40%. So you could have got it for $6.29 Canadian. And you know, once again, if you're the US, then it's even cheaper than that. So yeah, I think this is a definite must-buy to add to your collection. Hope you had a good time, guys. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please leave as many comments as you like in the comment section. Have a great one, guys. Bye now.